What is up, T.O.Gs? You can see these long shadows on the ground here. Usually I don't like getting out at this time. You know, it's just about dusk. Visibility for cars is low, so it puts, you know, my safety a little bit in jeopardy. And of course there's bugs, because once that sun goes behind those hills over yonder, yeah, you can't see them, the bugs just come out in mass. So there's a reason though why we're heading out at this time, not just because I like to torture myself. Although if you're a Giants fan, isn't that one of our old mottos? I love the torture, you know, as we head right into the sun. Won't be doing this for long though. But what's up, guys? How are y'all doing? It's, you know, it's a really weird time here in the United States. We're dealing with just a gigantic resurgence of COVID, and that's putting everybody's lives in jeopardy. It's also making it so that we're having to consider, you know, parking the bike for a while and not shooting videos on the bike, because again, when this all started back in March, I stopped riding for a bit because I knew that hospitals and ICUs were their beds were full, and so if anything were to happen to me, you know, that wouldn't be good for me, and it also wouldn't be good for anybody who's in the hospital because of the coronavirus. And you know, it's definitely getting to that point where we got to consider parking the bike for a while. But before we do that, there's a purpose to this ride. We're getting out because for a while I've been wanting to head out to this landmark, this new, I don't want to call it a monument, but it kind of feels like like the Washington Monument, only much cooler. When I say cooler, it's because it's not just this giant stone erection. It's I wouldn't even call it a statue. It's this landmark that they put up in Davis that has lights on it and everything. I don't know if the city or whoever was in charge of putting this landmark up, if they decided that they were going to not turn the lights on. But either way, we're heading out so that when we get there, well, it's going to be pushing it, but when we get there, the lights should be coming on the landmark, and we'll see if it's all lit up. If not, maybe we'll get a good look at it. Maybe we won't. But either way, we're on the bike, we're having fun. What kind of landmarks do you guys have in your areas? Now, when I say landmarks, you know, if you live in DC or you live in someplace like Seattle where they got the Space Needle, I'm not talking about gigantic landmarks, because, you know, we could head on out to San Francisco and check out the Golden Gate Bridge. We could go to Redding has this really cool, and I want to call it the Sundial Bridge, but I'm not sure. My sister would know for sure because she lives up there. I've been wanting to take a ride up in that direction. I don't know if we'll go all the way there because it's like 2 hours to get there. But again, all of these things are up in the air because we're just not sure whether or not we're going to be riding for very much longer. So while we can, we're out here enjoying it. Heading on over to Davis from here in Woodland, California. I hope all of you are doing well. I hope everyone is healthy and safe. I hope that you all are wearing your masks, taking others into consideration when you go out, because it's not just about you when you wear that mask, it's about the well-being of others. So we're all about that here on the channel. About to hit the freeway. So we're here now, technically we're right on the edge of campus of UC Davis, and typically, especially this time of year, you would start seeing new students coming in. You'd see people walking, and this is just not typical, because we are not in typical times. So I'm curious though, for all of you that work and who have been working from home, maybe some of you have lost your jobs, and my heart goes out to you guys, because you're the ones that are being most greatly effective. You're the ones being the most greatly affected by the pandemic. Aside from, obviously, from the people who have lost their lives or have lost loved ones due to the pandemic. But all of you who are working from home, what is it like? How have you guys adjusted? We had that one gal on the channel not too long ago, and we talked about how it's an adjustment, because motivation is a huge factor when you get to work from home. And we've struggled with getting the motivation to get out and walk. Struggled with eating right. We've struggled with weight. You know, it's just a really difficult time all the way around. And I'm curious, and I'd love to get your guys' feedback and find out what you guys are doing to stay motivated, to stay active, because it is freaking hard. All right, getting close. The sun is almost set, if it isn't set already. But it'll be interesting to see if these lights have turned on yet on this thing, or if they'll turn on at all. So we'll get a good spot. Oh yes, they have. Nice. Well, you know, it'll be interesting to see how these pictures turn out, because I don't know how this will look to you guys, because, you know, you just never know how lights turn out in a picture. I'm gonna park right here, even though it says not to, because I want to get. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna park right next to it. So this is it. We've made it to our destination, and we're just gonna kind of break the law here, just because there's nobody around, and we can. And typically we wouldn't be able to do this because there would be a lot of people. So we're just gonna do this. How are we gonna do this? Actually, you know what? Let's do this lawfully. Gosh, why do I have to be such a good person? Maybe we'll walk it in there. No. Here we go. We will figure this out. So this is so cool. Now, I don't know if you can see this in the video, making sure there's nobody behind me. I don't know if you can see this in the video, but the light at the base of the statue changes colors. And also, in this video, you can't tell, but the lights that blink inside the statue, you know, a lot of times lights show up on a video because of the, I don't know what it's called, but they show up flickering. The lights actually do blink on that statue, so that is not a trick. So what a cool statue. It's called the Davis Needle. It is at the intersection of 3rd and University here in Davis, California. And if you want to come check out that little landmark there, or not so little landmark, I actually had trouble getting some good pictures of it because it's so tall. Go check it out. It's really cool. If you're just nearby or you're in Davis, and the sun has set, the lights will be on, and it's a pretty cool thing to look at, so I would encourage you to check it out. But guys, that's all I've got for you today. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up down there, which is the like button. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Guys, if you're out there riding, please be safe. And if you're not riding, get riding. I'm that one guy, and I am out.